The words eerie and strange certainly come to mind at first glance. Of course, to anybody unaware of what corium is, this does indeed appear to be some melted iron or something like that. In fact, it is the most radioactive place in the whole world. The most dangerous discovery. In depths of 4th Chernobyl Nuclear Reactor, there is something that will kill you if you just look at it. 8 months after the April 1986 nuclear accident at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, a team of scientists made one of their first and most memorable discoveries: elephant's foot. They entered a corridor beneath the damaged reactor and discovered a startling phenomenon, a massive globular formation of some mysterious substance. Nuclear experts explain that the elephant's foot is composed of a rare substance called corium, which is produced in a nuclear accident when nuclear fuel and parts of the reactor core structures overheat and melt, forming a mixture. Sensors told the workers that the lava formation was so highly radioactive that it would take 300 seconds for a person to get a lethal amount of radiation. 5 minutes will produce a relatively quick death. After just 30 seconds of exposure, dizziness and fatigue will find you a week later. 2 minutes of exposure and your cells will soon begin to hemorrhage. 4 minutes, vomiting, diarrhea, and fever. 5 minutes of simply being in the same room with the elephant's foot and you have 1 day to live. Despite the risk associated with examining the elephant's foot, investigators, or liquidators as they were called, in the aftermath of Chernobyl managed to document and study it. The mass was relatively dense and could not be drilled. However, liquidators realized that it was not bulletproof when they shot it with an AKM rifle. Corium has only formed naturally 5 times in history, once during the 3 Mile Island accident in Pennsylvania in 1979, once at Chernobyl in 1986 and 3 times at the Fukushima plant disaster in Japan in 2011. To the extent that corium retains highly radioactive fission products, plutonium, and core materials that have become radioactive, corium will have a high dose rate and remain extremely hazardous many decades or even centuries to come.